Do you want to learn how to improvise at the piano, but you feel overwhelmed by so many note options? Well, one of the best ways to get started with improv is by only using black notes. And you can get some very beautiful sounds by only using these notes. So in today's lesson, I'm going to not only teach you how you can improvise using black notes, but I'm going to show you my top 3 improv techniques. So let's go ahead and dive in. All right, there are only 2 chords that you need to know to get started with your improv. So I'm going to teach you these chords, a simple groove, and then I'm going to show you my 3 improv techniques. Okay, so what are the 2 chords? They are so simple to play. First chord looks like this. We're going to go G flat, A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat. Okay, so we're hitting all black notes. We're right here in the middle of the piano. And the name of this chord is called a G flat 6-9. But don't worry too much about the names of these chords. It'll make sense over time. Second chord you need to know is a beautiful chord, one of my favorite chords here on the piano. We're grabbing A flat, B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat. This is called an A flat 9 sus 4. It is a chord that's used a lot in jazz music and pop music, and you're going to use all 5 fingers for this chord. Okay, so these are the 2 chords that you need to know. First chord, G flat 6-9, beautiful cluster chord, and then we're going to grab an A flat 9 sus 4, again using all black notes. So what you want to do with this groove, the way I like to play it, is I like to put a chord on each beat. Okay? So you're going to go 4 times on the G flat chord, 4 times on the A flat 9 sus 4 chord. All right, we're going to play this with a backing track, but before we do this, if you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. All right, let's play this with the backing track. Here we go. Here it is, G flat. Here's our A flat. Isn't that beautiful? Love this sound. Gorgeous chords. So you really want to get comfortable with this groove. Again, you're playing a chord on each beat. We call this a 4 on the floor groove. All right, next let's talk about the 3 improv techniques. And basically, I can use any of the black notes on the keyboard over these chords in my left hand. Let me show you a quick example. Okay, so what's the first step to getting this sound? Well, I would not just dive in and just start playing any random black notes. You actually need to have some improv techniques that will sound good with this scale. So I'm going to teach you 3 of my favorite improv techniques. Okay, the first technique is the grip technique. And it's a very simple idea. Basically, we're going to take these 4 notes of the black notes, and I call this the D flat grip because we have the D flat on the bottom. And this is the first grip to memorize, make sure you're feeling really good with. The second grip you need to know is the G flat grip. Okay? And with this grip, we're going to hit all 4 of these notes. Now, the really cool thing with both of these grips is that they cover all of the black notes. So if you repeated this up the piano, now you can play the same positions up high, and we get the full scale that uses all black notes. Okay? So what you can do is you can shift around to these grips and improvise some little lines. Let me show you a quick example. That's my D flat grip. You can move up to your G flat grip. Isn't that beautiful? You could even come up to your D flat grip up here. And then down to G flat. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is kind of the first step, is just practice shifting around to these grips while you're playing these chords in your left hand. You can use single notes. You can repeat your notes. All right, let's go ahead and play this with the backing track, and I'll walk you through my improv. Maybe start on your D flat grip. You can stay here. And now let's shift up to the G flat grip. And maybe back down to D flat. And G flat. And D flat. flat, Let's come down all the grips. Here we go. And up. Gorgeous, so you can really have fun with these grips. By the way, I want to mention that you can download the backing track plus the lesson sheet music you're seeing up here on the top left of the screen, and you can change the key of this lesson with the click of one button. You can practice it in all 12 keys with our smart sheet music. So I'll put a link to all of that below. All right, let's move along to technique number 2. I love the sound of this technique. This is the harmony technique, and it sounds like this. Gorgeous. So what am I doing? How am I getting these beautiful harmony notes? Well, what I'll generally do is I'll pick a note from the black notes and I'll skip the next note down and I'll use the next note as my harmony note. Okay? So let's say I wanted to play a melody like this, okay? And I wanted to harmonize that melody, okay? Well, on the D flat, we'll skip the next note down. There's my harmony. And then on the B flat, I'll skip the next note down and there's my harmony. Isn't that beautiful? And you can do this on any melody note. So let's say my melody note is here. Well, there's my harmony note because I'm skipping the D flat. Okay, and on the D flat, I skip the B flat, there's my harmony note. See this? And so you can get these really beautiful harmony notes up the piano, okay? Now you could use other harmony notes. For example, on the D flat, you could skip the B flat and the A flat and use the G flat as a harmony note. That still sounds really beautiful, but in general, I tend to skip only one note for my harmony note. Okay, here's a quick example of how you might create some beautiful lines with this idea. I might start here and play a simple line like that. All right, let's play this idea with the backing track. Okay, start off nice and simple. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, before I teach you the third and final technique, if you're enjoying this lesson and you want to do a deep dive on improvising in this style, check out our contemporary progressions and improv course over at pianowithjonny.com. I'll put a link to that below. Okay, here's our third and final technique. I love this sound. This is the sound of harmonized turns. Gorgeous sound. I love the sound of harmonized turns. So what exactly am I doing here? Well, basically what I'm doing is I'm picking a 4-note position using all black notes that have an octave on the outside. And there's basically 2 of these positions that you really need to know to get this sound. So the first position looks like this. I have A flat, D flat, E flat, and A flat. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to grab the top note and the second note from the bottom. So you're going to grab like this, and then you're going to turn off the D flat like that. So grab and turn. Okay? Okay, that's the concept of a harmonized turn. Now you're going to do this in 2 different positions. This is position 1, and then position 2 is going to be up here. Okay? So the same exact idea. We have the grab and then the turn. Isn't that gorgeous? And you want to get this nice and fast. Okay? Really kind of lighten up your fingers so you can get that kind of magical sound. So the timing of this really matters as well. Here's the timing of the harmonized turn. 1 and 2 and then we repeat it. 3 and 4 and. Does that make sense? So once more, 1 and 2 And you're gonna do the same thing up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Now for this little exercise that I put together here, you're gonna shift between the positions. So we're first gonna start here, 1 and 2 and we shift 3 and 4 and then we shift up again, 1 and 2 and we shift up again, 3 and 4 and. Does that make sense? All right, let's go ahead and improvise some lines using the backing track. Maybe start nice and low here. Here's my line. Maybe bring it up here. And let's take it up again. Here we go. Now let's shift between the positions. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this lesson, be sure to check out pianowithjonny.com. We have over 1,000 step-by-step lessons for all playing levels where you'll learn your favorite songs, styles, and how to improvise at the piano. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.